just how nice it is to be back on the field, playing the game you love.
No doubt. I mean, the second Christmas break was over, first thing I thought about was getting back here, and I know a lot of the guys showed up early, and I know a lot of them would be ready to go. So that's what it looks like.
What can you tell us about this team?
We're definitely young, but I mean, we all love playing the game, so I think that's going to be very important for us this year. And the other thing is we all challenge each other. We all give each other crap and just push each other to be better. So I mean, you see it every day we come out here. Everybody's going up against each other, and we're all getting better.
What do you feel maybe the team's strength is right now, and conversely, maybe what you might be somewhat worried about?
Yeah, I mean, I think this team definitely just has a lot of fun. Obviously, last year's team did as well, but I kind of see the same thing this year, and I think as long as things are going good and we're enjoying the game, we're going to be okay. We're going to be good.
What's the biggest thing you learned last year that you can use kind of going into your sophomore year?
Yeah, the biggest thing last year for sure is definitely just the mental side. You're going to go through the ups, you're going to go through the downs. Mentioning earlier how I said we're a young team, I think, once they get the hang of that, I think, no question we'll be able to go deep this year. And I would say that's probably the biggest thing for me is that mental side, not to let anything really get to you, and just stay focused.
How much did you grow from that slump that you had in the middle of it?
Yeah, I'm able to laugh about it now. Obviously, at the time, a touchy subject, but I think that's one of the things that, as I mentioned, that I've learned from, and just enjoying the game, no matter how it's going, statistically or whatever on the field.
What are these early practices? How important are they to get this thing rolling for you guys, these early practices?
Yeah, I mean, the scrimmages are great. Obviously, the scrimmaging is going to be as close as we can get to, game-like situations. So anytime we can get out here and scrimmage, I know it's really important to coach. I know it's really important to us. Just get out here and play.
And you guys are in a pretty good neighborhood, too. I mean, just down the road, Carolina's good. Down the road, Duke's good. King Edward, what do you see? Just what's it like, playing against teams like that and having so many really good teams close by?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up in Florida, so I was always thinking, Florida had the best competition. And last year we're playing midweek games, and our midweek guys are local teams that are ranked top 15, top 20 in the country. So, and I mean, we've seen that again this year, all the rankings and stuff. Yeah, there's a ton of competition here. I mean, anytime you can play good talent, it's always good for the team.
Do you think you guys might fly under the radar a little this year, possibly? What people think of you guys?
I mean, I'm sure some people think high, some people think low of us. I mean, I think as far as we're concerned, I know the team's not too focused about rankings or anything like that. So we're all just out there, wanting to compete, wanting to win games, just like everybody else.
Coach Avon
With the
talked
size of the
about
rankings, how far do you think this team can go?
I mean, I think any team's capable of going far. I mean, obviously, I like my team always, but we just, like I said, stay focused, stay playing the game, keep having fun, and I think we can have a deep run.
Coach Avon talked, about you using the offseason to kind of grow as a catcher, kind of going to be in more of that role this year. What do you think the biggest step you've made, just kind of preparing for?
Yeah, I mean, I had to make a decision last summer. I was fortunate to go play for Team USA. That was a great experience, and after that, I talked to the coaches, and I just decided that to stay home, kind of keep training, keep getting stronger. Obviously, you saw what Kozar did last year. He caught pretty much majority of the games. So that was important for me. It was just to make sure my body was in shape to be able to do the same thing he did last year. So that was kind of my main focus. And obviously, hitting, catching, that was all part of my off-season training.
What's the biggest thing you learned from him or anyone else you talked to about kind of getting ready for that?
Yeah, I mean, Coach talks to me about it all the time, and I've talked to Kozar all the time about it. Is even when things aren't going good, whether it's defensively, offensively, the way he's interacting with his teammates is the most important. Specifically being a catcher, but just as an overall teammate, it's very important.
How big is your relationship with Kozar for last year, and then going into this year, being able to rely on him as a resource for continuing the catching tradition here at NC State?
Right. Yeah. Him and I talk all the time. I mean, anytime I have a question, I can go. I know I can go to the coaches, but I also know I can go to Kozar. Obviously, he went through everything last year that me and the other kids are about to go through. So anytime we can go back to them, I think it's really important. And fortunately, Kozar's a great guy, and he's always willing to help out. So.
How well is handling the pitching going for you and communication with the pitchers?
Yeah, I mean, we all the catchers have great relationships with the pitchers. I'm sure the pitchers, when they go out there, whether it's me, Julian Fear, Preston Bond, I mean, they feel comfortable with everybody. And I think it's just part of, everybody's young, everybody's getting along with each other. We all mess with each other. We're all good friends, I feel like. So I think everybody's comfortable with everybody on the team. So.
All right. Any more?